Okay, if you have never seen an episode of Chrisley Knows Best on USA, then I'm telling you right now, you are missing something so fun. I'm totally obsessed with the show, and I am so excited this morning to talk to Todd Chrisley himself. He is live with us from New York. Hey, Todd, how are you?
I'm good, Lisa. How are you?
I'm doing great. Okay, so for people who have not seen the show, can you give them kind of because I could give them a recap of it, so easily because I love it, but tell them what the show is about.
The show's about my wife and myself, raising 5 children, and, we have 2 grandchildren, and just kind of going through the same things that everyone else in this country go through, but we try to do it with, with a sense of humor. I always want to kind of be able to have some way of laughing about the situation. And I always want to be able, when I'm, disciplining one of our children, I want to be able to let them know that it's coming from a place of love.
Well, and coming from a place of humor, can we just say, because there are some things that come out of your mouth that literally have me in tears laughing. How did the show happen, the idea for it? Did somebody just come to you and say, you have this is a show, your family is a show?
Annie Kate Pons is a young woman that I was working with, that she has a background in fashion, but she also has a background in journalism. And I was working with her on our store, and she was with me in New York, and we had such a great week and laughed and had so much fun. And she kept saying, I swear you need to have a reality show. And I've never thought about that I was funny. I never had any aspirations to have a reality show. And the next thing I know was she was begging me to do a sizzle reel. And I said, what is a sizzle reel? And so she tells me, and I'm from the South. I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. I know that's hard for people to believe when they watch my show. But, I didn't want to tell her no, so she partnered up with All 3 Media, which is Maverick Television, with Adam Greener. And they came and shot the sizzle reel in about 2 days. And my commitment to them was, if you get nothing from it, Annie, you have to sit down, shut up, and leave me alone. Let's get back to work. And I guess it was probably 6 weeks later, it had been presented to 10 different networks, and they received 10 offers.
Wow.
So at that point, I had to sit down and shut up.
That's right, and Annie's in control now, I'll bet, huh?
Annie was in control, which I hate to concede.
Something kind of fun to watch too is, so your background was in real estate, and you've done extremely well with it, and now you and the family are opening a department store called Chrisley and Company. So talk about that transition from real estate to fashion, because you kind of always had a thing for fashion, right?
I've always had a love for fashion and beautiful things, and I come from a very humble beginning, or a humble background. My parents were textile workers, and I always loved beautiful things. And when I married, one of my dreams was to be able to provide my wife and my children with very nice things. And I want Chrisley and Company to be an extension of that. And, I have 2 daughters that truly love fashion. Chase loves fashion. And I thought, this is something that I could build now that could maybe go on for generations, and that would keep the kids with us and keep us working together. And it was for selfish reasons, because I don't want to ever let my children go. So, that was kind of the reason that Chrisley and Company came about.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, Todd, because you are a little controlling. That's what your children would say, right? Chase especially would say,
That's correct.
Say you're a little controlling. But Chase is he's going to be a little heartbreaker, and I feel like you kind of need to corral him in.
Chase, I love Chase with my heart and soul, and Chase makes me proud to get up every day and be his dad. No matter what it is that he's doing, I know Chase's heart. And Chase has a wonderful, wonderful heart, and he loves people. And it's my job to make sure that Chase has a platform now, and that he uses that platform the right way. And, but at the end of the day, he's still an 18-year-old young man who's going through the struggles of trying to find out, who am I really? And I try to tell him, you're not going to figure that out when you're 18. You're not going to figure that out when you're 21. I'm still figuring that out at 46. I'm further along than I was at 45. But at the end of the day, we're all still struggling to get to the next day. And in that next day, hopefully we have evolved a little bit more than the day before. So we're constantly changing. And at the point that I'm no longer changing and willing to evolve, then, it's time for me to walk off into the woods and lay down.
Well, he is adorable. Your whole family is adorable. And what I'm hoping for is the big moment between you and your son-in-law, where you kiss and make up and you hug it out and everything's great. Because there's a little bit of friction there.
Lisa, how long are you willing to stay tuned, and how many seasons are we going to be getting from USA?
Exactly. Well, listen, Todd, it's been such a pleasure talking with you this morning. And, as
Lisa, thank you so much for having me.
As I've said to y'all, if you have not seen the show, then you are missing something. I like to DVR it and then just watch them back when, I'm in a bad mood and it makes me happy. You can catch the Season 2 finale of Chrisley Knows Best on USA on Tuesday, the 16th at 9 o'clock Central Time. Check your local listings for channel information, and we are back with more broadcasts right after this.